Thokozani Gogo Noma here. It is Wednesday. Spirituality lessons are uploaded on YouTube. So today we'll be talking about dream interpretation. If you're new, welcome to Learning with Noma, your online comprehensive classroom where we are changing our lives one lesson at a time. Remember that yes, I am a Gogo Ndimbeni. If you need to book a private consultation with me, you can please go to www.learningwithnoma.com. That is my website, and you'll get all the information about bookings, blogs, everything, newsletters, all there. If you want to make an inquiry via WhatsApp, it's 079 On Instagram, all social media platforms, Facebook, everywhere, it's Learning with Noma. So welcome to the classroom, Badimo child. Today's lesson is about dream interpretation. If you want to know what are dreams, if you need to know how do I remember my dreams, why do we forget our dreams, all those lessons, common dreams interpreted, snakes dreams, water dreams, all the links are in the description below. There's many lessons about dreams already in the classroom, so you can just browse around and you will find more lessons about dreams. I do have the links. I tried to link as many videos to this. I tried to put as many links in the description as I possibly can, but I'm sure when you watch one, it will lead you to another one, and do feel free to browse through other lessons. Dream interpretation: why, who, when, what. So why do we need our dreams interpreted? Dreams usually come as riddles. They are messages, but this messages comes as riddles, and you will need then to unriddle the riddle. And this is usually done by somebody for you. And the people who will do dream interpretations are mainly people who are called to do dream interpretations. Not everybody is called to be a sangoma, or not every sangoma is called to be a dream interpreter. We all have our specialities in our calling. And for me, I believe one of my biggest speciality in the calling in itself is dream interpretation. I started dream interpretation long before I even started izinto zobungoma in my journey in Profeta. That's when the dream interpreter in me came alive, and maybe that also gives the understanding to me of why I would always have such dreams. I mean, I would wake up and I'd write 4 pages. Dream journaling started for me when I was around the ages of 13, 14, and I would write 5 pages from one night with one dream, like a continuous dream. And I always thought, who would ever explain to me what these films I am seeing? But I was lucky enough to have my spiritual mother, who has helped me very much in the journey of dream interpretation. The journey that I started with, the beginning of my journey was all dependent on dreams and what it was would show me in my sleep. And also as I grew in that sense, I now also became part of, I'll say, the executive who would then sit and have, people come and tell the dreams, and then I would have to interpret the dream. And it was never about having a book or having the right or wrong way of doing it. It was trusting spirit. So when people come to me and ask me, Gogo, what book can I read to know how to do dream interpretation? Honestly, I didn't read a book. I don't know. This is a gift, and somehow it would always just be the sedimo ke sona se mfa moya kona o buang o fanang ka ditlhaloso of these dreams, that I would, the explanations of the dreams and how I interpret them. So I don't really have a book, but I am finding ways now of how to direct, especially when it comes to mentorship, when you've got mentees. And like I say, not everybody is a dream interpreter. So even in that, it's just to teach abogogo nabonkuli the basics. But if it is not your gift, then at least know in your practice or in your cycle of sangomas and practitioners that you work with, who is that one person that you can always say, hey, listen, I've got this patient always dreaming. Can I please send this dream through to you? Can you see? We help each other. We need to work together, and we need to be able to also refer when we see that the patient's problem is not for me, but I know somebody who can actually help. All right, dream interpretation. So dream interpretation, like I said, is a message that has been given to you through your ancestors' God in your sleep, and now you need to understand what the message is about. Dreams, can anyone interpret dream interpretations? I guess dreams, can anyone interpret dreams? I guess from my answer it will be a no, but you can also say yes, everybody can interpret dreams, and this will be then based on the community. Remember that those common dreams, when we grew up, you knew when you dream about a wedding, you'd be told there's a funeral that is coming. When you dream about, in other people's cultures, when you dream about a snake, then you know that somebody is pregnant in the house. So those would then be like, yes, the common community understood interpretations of certain dreams or certain things as they happen. Then everybody can be able to interpret and say, this is what is going on. Then again, there are those people who dream, and when they dream, they dream the dream the way it is going to happen. It's like literal. They don't need their dreams interpreted. They don't come as riddles. If they say, I dreamt of Noma and she was suddenly sick and there was sudden death, then you know that somehow this is really something that is coming in this person's space, where I will get sick and I will suddenly have the, I will suddenly pass away, and then everybody will know that, but somebody had a dream about it. And it could be a dream to warn, meaning that when this person dreams this, it's to say that there's a warning for me. I need to stand up and do something. Or it could just be a dream to say it is going to happen. Earlier this year, I had an encounter like that with a particular person, where they had a dream, and the dream was telling them exactly how something was going to happen in the family, a death was going to occur in the family, and it happened like that. And when it happened, it's like, but you knew that it was, you were being prepared for it. So it's not all dreams that come and we need to prevent things, and it's not all dreams that come and you need to do something. Sometimes it's just the preparation for you emotionally, or to even be the strong person when the situation occurs. So yes, there are those people that have straight dreams and they don't need interpretation. Then you find those that are riddles and they really do need to be interpreted. Then you will have to understand that there are people who are called to be dream interpreters. They are gifted to be dream interpreters, because yeah, somehow, somewhere now, I'm very careful to use the word called, and yeah, I will explain that maybe in another video very soon. But they are gifted to be dream interpreters, and that is their gift. They don't need ukuthi bathwase, they don't need to paramises tunya. They just listen to your dream and they're able to interpret it for you. That is their gift, and they function in that. Then you also need to understand that not all sangomas, not all traditional healers, not all nyangas, not all prophets are then called to be dream interpreters. Some people, they're just called to be water prayers. As a Gogo Noma, ke le moprofeta, mosebetsi wa ka ke ho rapella metsi, just to pray over water and people get healed. When it comes to dreams, you tell me your dream, ka re mpitsitse ka koto ya poti mo hlogong, like I don't know, I'm puzzled, I don't even know where to start. And it's okay. We all are having special gifts, even in the craft itself. When you say sangoma, this is an umbrella. It's like when you say doctors, and there's specialists under those professions. When you say nurse, we even as nurses, we've got specialities. So just to understand that not all sangomas are dream interpreters, and not all prophets are dream interpreters, and not all dream interpreters have to be the latter also. Not everybody has to be a sangoma or a medium, or it might just be in the gift. So who interprets your dream? That, for me, I always say that you need to go to phahlela abantu abadala, so that you also know who to tell your dreams to, because not all dreams should be shared with everybody. Sometimes we share dreams that should not be shared with people. We all know, and everybody knows I'm from a very Christian background, we all know the story of Joseph. So when you start sharing your dreams with people who will not understand them, or who do not have the same visionary gift as you, then you will find yourself creating enemies for yourself. So be careful. For me, I always advise that when it comes to dreams, please journal them. So the first person that you should be telling your dreams to is your journal. For me personally, when I was growing up, I would go to my grandmother, and she was the first person that I would tell my dreams to. Until then, I got to start ipehlo and Kganya mo the initiation of profita. And I'm gonna say phehlo initiation. I really don't, but guys. Okay, when I started my journey with prophecy. These things I'm going to explain in later lessons of why I'm so careful of using other words now when I relate to something. But yeah, when I started my journey in the prophecy, then that's when I started telling my spiritual mother, and I started understanding also that not all dreams are meant for everybody. And even some of my dreams were not even meant for my grandmother. And I told her, and yeah, they were really, she was really my go-to place. And then when do I, so dream interpretation, go to Gogo, and you will also be guided by your ancestor. And you will also see, guys, when it comes to dream interpretation, when you tell me your dream and I tell you the interpretation, it has to resonate with you. Like I'm saying, you cannot tell me that, Gogo, I dreamt being in the field and I was walking with a black dog, and I tell you that it's dark energies, and in your, when in your, I was in a calm place with this dog, I felt safe. So not all things black in African spirituality, remember, are not pure, and not things white, not all things white are pure. So in African spirituality, we take into context and we listen to spirit of what is the message that they were trying to relate to you. Not one dream for two different people is going to have the same interpretation. You can both come to me and say, we dreamt of black and white car, we were standing next to it, and for one person I'll give this interpretation, and for another I'll give this interpretation. It is always important to understand that it is a personal message for you from your spirit guides, and therefore it can never be as common as, is a wedding, means somebody's going to die. That is very important. So when it comes to dream interpretation, for me, I even always say that it is a consultation, because I am consulting spirit to say, what message are you bringing to your child? Therefore I can be able to pass on or unriddle the riddle that they have given to you. When should I have my dream interpreted, Gogo? All the time you should have your dreams interpreted. Your dreams are very important. Like I say, dream journaling is very important. And with dream journaling, what it does, it helps you to then also have the puzzles of this picture to come together. Sometimes dreams don't come all at once. Like, let me say, it doesn't come as a full dream in one go. Sometimes sometimes you find that you are going to have a dream today, and then another dream tomorrow, and then another dream in 3 days. But when you actually look at all these three dreams, they are one dream. It's like a puzzle of a puzzle of a puzzle, then they build a story. If you don't pay attention and you're not journaling your dreams, then you do not see that whole puzzle or that whole picture. So you can go and watch dream journaling. I do talk about the importance of dream journaling and how to journal your dreams and what to do after you've journaled your dreams. You can watch the lesson. The link is in the description below. Dream journaling is very important, and once you start dream journaling, that is you acknowledging those dreams that your ancestors are giving to you, or those messages that your ancestors are giving to you. That in itself encourages them to give you more. So you can start by having a dream as simple as, I was just sitting in the water and I was looking ahead. There's so much that can be unpacked from that. Do you know that is a dream in itself? Like, I can give you a 15 minutes voice note interpreting that little thing that I just said now. Sitting in the water, looking straight, feeling calm, clear waters, Gogo. You've just said that, and you need me to interpret for you. Because there is so much when you listen to what spirit has to say to an individual that you can unpack and you can give as an interpretation. So when do I have my dreams interpreted? When you have a dream, just try to have it interpreted for yourself. And when I say write them and journal them, this is to help you then understand. Sometimes when you've written something and you come back and you read it, you can feel that something is not right here. It feels like it's a message, but it's not a complete message. Then you go back, you ask abantu abadala to give you the other puzzles. Once you feel like, okay, now I've got 3 dreams that I feel are related to each other, then you can send them through for Gogo to interpret, or you can, talk to whoever that is helping you interpret your dreams. The other thing is that once we get these messages, sometimes you'll find one message being repeated in different dreams or in different ways, if I can put it like that, because you're not acknowledging it. So when you start having dreams journaled, when you have a dream journal, that's when you also start realizing same theme dreams. That means that you will now start realizing that no, but yes, here in this dream I was with my father, in this dream I was with my uncle, but actually these two dreams speak to each other. The message is still the same. I need to be careful. So then you understand that you are really being warned. You need to be careful of something, but you cannot realize that until you start dream journaling. Who can interpret your dreams? I believe that somebody who is gifted in dream interpretation. How do I find this person, Gogo? You can always, sometimes it's a matter of testing the water first. Talk to Gogo about your dream if it doesn't resonate. And even for me, as I'm saying, guys, I'm a dream interpreter. Sometimes I don't want to say I miss the mark, but sometimes you find that we want to interpret dreams that are not complete. And for me, people know who are in my space. If you send me a dream, sometimes I do tell them, I hear you, but I still feel like there's something missing. Can we please go back 3 days prayer? Ask Kabantabatala to come back. And then if you find something, we can always come back and interpret it. But for now, they are not giving me the message that they want to relate to you, because this is just part of the message. And yes, I do say that. I'm not gonna sit and make like everything that comes to me I can solve. No, 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 no. I tell you straight, Lena is just a puzzle, it's not the full picture. Let's go back, let's pray, let's acknowledge the peace that they've given us, and let's ask for another piece to come through. Other people, they will send you a dream and it is not relevant for the time that they are in, and I need to honestly say, listen, this is what this dream is saying, but I don't feel it's for today. I feel it's for the future, and there's still so much more that we need to unpack from it. And I've done that with many people. And just recently I have someone who has a testimony where they sent me a dream and I said to them, listen, I'm going to give you the interpretation, but I still do feel I need to come back maybe after 2 weeks. Just remind me after 2 weeks to listen to this voice note again, and then I'll see what spirit is bringing to me. And 14 days later, they send me the message, say, Gogo, please remember you need to listen to my voice note again. I listen to it and I give them sort of like a lengthy now explanation of the dream, and they come back and said everything that happened in the past 2 weeks. And I said yes, because they didn't want me to now I'll say, how do I put it? Sometimes we need to be careful not to disturb the process that spirit wants to take, and not force ourselves into disturbing that process. So they just wanted the person to be aware of what was happening, and then later when I interpreted after the happenings, then she's like, okay, now it makes sense why this, or now it makes sense why this. And then they understand it's not uktagati, it was the way spirit wanted things to unfold in order for them to learn and grow spiritually. So yes, find a Gogo who can help with dream interpretation, or find someone who is gifted in dream interpretation. When can I have my dreams interpreted? Every time you have a dream that says it's a message and that is a riddle, you need it to be interpreted. And then Gogo, so when it comes to dream interpretation, can one dream have many interpretations? Like I just said now, that's why I was making that example, because at the time when I told the person 14 days earlier, the interpretation was there and it was relevant for that time. But when we came back 14 days later and we did the interpretation again, it was so much more relevant. So yes, one dream can have more than one interpretation, as long as it resonates with you as I am interpreting it and it makes sense. That is the most important thing, guys. Dream interpretation is a consultation. I am consulting spirit, so there will be a sekhanto or a fee, dream interpretation fee attached to it. I'm saying this because I'm having people now coming into my WhatsApp and saying, I just want you to help me with this dream. I was just saying to somebody, also just saying to somebody today, I'm gonna cut that word out of my vocabulary when it comes to anything, because everybody is sort of like coming and saying, just interpret, just tell me about my problems. The word, like, it's like it's nothing. I'm just doing it. You understand? And when you say, okay, dream interpretation vouchers, no, I just wanted you to tell me what it means. If it is so simple, then why are you not doing it and telling the interpretation to yourself? Or why are you not going to your neighbor and saying, just interpret this for me? So guys, it is a gift, and remember that for some of us, yes, it is a livelihood. Abantu abadala bathi focus on umsebenzi wethu, focus on helping people, focus on healing people. And this is where we are professionals who had to sit and see sigobela umthetho wabantu abadala. So please don't tell me just, I don't want to lie, I'm really not in love or not liking the word at this moment, because it has just been popping into my inbox like, hello, who invited you? So yes, when it comes to private dream interpretations, there is a fee applicable where you will need to pay a fee, because I am taking my time, I'm sitting down, I'm channeling spirit, and I'm finding a personalized message for you. If you need free dream interpretation, and I always say on TikTok also that the dream interpretations that I give there are general, to say, listen, this is what your spirit might be trying to communicate. And some people, yes, it hits them and it's like, yes, Gogo, it's exactly that. Can I please speak to you more in private? And I do that because you won't be able to give me a whole dream. It's just enough space. Here on YouTube, I don't do dream interpretation. On Instagram, I don't do dream interpretation. On my posts on Facebook, I don't do dream interpretation. You want a dream interpretation, you go to TikTok, and I will maybe say I'm gonna come back maybe in the next 2 weeks, and I'll start doing the dream interpretations on TikTok. I will be considering coming back to do lives, and maybe in my lives I will be also doing dream interpretation. But dream interpretation is important. Our dreams are messages from our ancestors, are messages from God, are messages from spirits in general. Whatever source of spirituality you look up to or you relate to, those are messages from our inner selves. Some look at it as the subconscious mind making you aware of other things that are happening in your space. When you don't get your dreams interpreted, that is one of the reasons when you will start losing the dreams and you will start forgetting them, because you're not acknowledging the messages that are coming through for you. They are messages, and all dreams are important messages. Abo Gogo like Kganya and Abumkulu, they will tell you that, yo, Gogo will tell us, you know what, even if you dream of an ant going up your foot, you tell me. Ah, Baba Ngiti, yes, you tell me. You're not going to decide what is important and what is not important for spirit. Everything that spirit brings to your attention, guys, is important. When you dream of yourself in the kitchen putting the teaspoon in the sink, tell it to your mentor, tell it to the person who's helping you spiritually. You cannot use your own discretion to say what is important and what is not important. It is very vital that we understand, it is very important that we understand when we are being led, Nami included, when I say it is, we understand that when you are a mentee, mawusukotshwana nathi sihlala singabokotshwana, because I do have my baba and I do have my mentor in his prophet. I do have other other gogos and abomkulu who have been in the journey before me, even those that come after me. Believe me, guys, I'm learning from abogogo and abomkulu. We all learn from each other, young, old, in the journey forever, or in the journey just starting. There's always something that you're going to give that's going to bring teaching to the spirit of another. So don't ever think there's a dream that is less important than the other. If you need your dream interpreted, please do WhatsApp dream interpretation on 0799108841. But the importance of dream interpretation is to have the message or the riddle that has been given to you unriddled. Once you start dream journaling, you will also start understanding the pattern of your own dreams and the method that your ancestors use in terms of communicating with you. And maybe later you might then start understanding, when they give me a message like this is what it means. When they gave me a message like this is what it means. Hence I said, can anyone do dream interpretation? Yes and no, because when you start, you need to be led first. You need to understand how to dream interpret. But once you start doing it on a regular basis, then you will see. Even Mina, in my space, I do have patients who have been in my space for more than 3 years, 4 years, and now Mutati Gogo, I had a dream about this. Gogo was doing this and this and this. I think that I understand it. I think this is what it means. And I get excited because mine is about spiritual independence. I heal through educating, and when you are educating people, it means you're empowering them to be able to take on their spiritual journeys. So when somebody send me a dream and they say this is what I think it means, Gogo, then I'll say, oh, then it's fine, keep the voucher for another dream. You've done this one, congratulations, you've grown. And that is okay, because that's what healing is all about. Healing is being aligned back to your ancestors, meaning when you are aligned, then you will start hearing them well and you will start understanding them well. Let me not go on and on and on, because I can go on and on and on. Thokozani, guys, when it comes to dream interpretation, please find someone who will help you with your dream interpretation, someone who's gifted in dream interpretation. When can I have my dreams interpreted? I'm saying each and every dream that you have is worth interpreting. And how can I have my dreams interpreted? Gogo Noma in the practice learning with Noma. I do have dream vouchers where you can have your dream interpreted without you having to book a consultation. To inquire about that, please WhatsApp dream interpretation to 079 910 Don't call me. I don't take calls without appointment. I only communicate via WhatsApp. When can I send my WhatsApp, Gogo? Even at 1 o'clock at night is fine. You can send your WhatsApp, but I personally do communicate Monday to Friday between 9 and 5. And if it is weekend, please note that it might only be attended to on Monday or Tuesday. Weekends is my baby's time. I'm Gogo Noma. This is Learning with Noma. Please go to dream journaling, because I believe that is important. Then you can also look at what are dreams and all other lessons. But once you start understanding what dream journaling is about and how to do it, then dream interpretation and the importance of it will come to you and you'll understand it. I'm Gogo Noma. This lesson, we were dealing with dream interpretation. Until I see you next week, I love nonke ngenithanda nonke and closely light and peace and harmony. Let it all be with you. Ngiyanithanda ke lerata rati lisedi Kganya. Thokozani.